Hi, my name's Maddie and I know ASL.
My name's Donovan and my dad left when I was 3.
My name is Brooke and I play the piano.
My name is Kyle and I'm a black belt in karate.
Oh, hello, I didn't see you there. My name's Ivan, and today I'm going to be giving a self-representative speech about myself, me, Ivan Blanco. So to start off the speech, I'm going to tell you what's going to be about, this speech is about. So 3 songs that represent me as a person. The first song would be Take Me to Church. The song Take Me to Church is by Hosier, and the song he talks about growing up in a religious background and not feeling safe or welcomed in his community. Personally, I relate to this song because I also grew up in a very, very religious community. And after a certain point, somewhere around middle school, I realized that, for lack of better terms, I'm gay. And I didn't feel welcomed. I didn't feel like I fit in with the norms of the Catholic upbringing that I had. This song was actually brought up to my attention by my little sister, who, upon asking her, she brought up that you should talk about this song because every time that I think about you growing up, you're always singing that stupid song. You're always singing it, you knew it word for word, and at the time I didn't know the meaning of the song, or at least I didn't take the time to reflect on it, but we both realized that we knew the meaning of the song, and she essentially knew I was gay before I came out. So that's my upbringing. Now that the religious trauma's been set aside, for the second song, I'm going to talk about a song called 219 by gay Mexican-American artist Omar Apollo. In the song, he talks about paying homage to his hometown and where he grew up, as well as reflecting on his failures and his triumphs. This is important because he also leads the song towards the end where he talks about his future endeavors and his interests on how far he's going to be able to accomplish anything he sets his mind to. Again, I relate to this song a lot because my apologies. I too have a lot of respect for the place that I grew up in. They raised me, they taught me how to behave, but they also taught me how to be self-resilient. I also reflect a lot on my past failures and my accomplishments. For example, had I not failed my air traffic exam back in my first training school, I would have never been put in the job that I'm in right now, which is cyber communications, and I would have never ended up in Tampa, Florida, and met amazing people that I'm lucky enough to call friends today. As well as my accomplishments, had I not applied myself in my classes, I would have not made it this far in my college courses, which, prior knowledge, I was a terrible student. I hated school, but now I'm in my graduating semester for HCC, and then in the spring semester, I'm going to be heading to USF. With the last portion of that song, I like to deem myself as an overthinker, so I tend to overthink things. Usually ends up being negative, but I also like to put the notion of I am a positive overthinker. I like to think about what can be brought if I was to apply myself in a certain situation. And I like to be hopeful about the future, in a sense. With that set aside, the third song that I'm bringing is a song that describes my interests. One interest that I've always had growing up is my passion for music. And since getting to Tampa and being able to be more independent and be less reliant on others and more on what entices me, I was able to discover a community, specifically EDM music, where it was so full of a diverse and inclusive community, and it is a truly beautiful experience to go to a rave where they play EDM music. For example, I went to my first rave, my first music festival, EDC Orlando last year, and it was a mind-opening experience. It was a truly it was a true sensory overload, just like being surrounded by thousands of people you don't know, and just having your senses of the sound, your sight, the flashing lights, even the smells just be overfilled with just such a euphoric state. It is a very grounding experience to witness, and I do recommend everybody to experience this at one point or another. The song that I did choose for this, my apologies, is Forever by Davin. I chose this song because he is currently my favorite EDM artist. One quotation from the song specifically is, "I don't want to forget this forever," because I want to be 80 years old and think back in my 20 years, and that be the memory that I think of the most. So to conclude, since I am running out of time, I would like to conclude this by pointing out that I grew up in a very reserved household. I grew up not being able to fully express myself and be my authentic personality. And me taking the courage to leaving my house and joining the military and coming to Tampa and taking risks, accepting my failures and walking away with my accomplishments, I was able to be myself and appreciate myself for my self-worth and find a community that really appreciates me. So before I end, y'all have any feedback?
Yay!
Very well spoken, I would say.
Amazing.
Stupendous.
I like how most of the stuff you had was like very personal, and you even recommended some of the stuff to other people as well.
Very nice.
And your eye contact was really good.
I loved it.
It's so good.
You'd either look at us or you'd look at the camera.
I also love that. Oh, I didn't see there.
It was giving.
Slay!
Okay. Thank you.